Hey, what's going on, everybody? So in this section, we're going to talk about how to leave a voicemail when cold calling, right? Because when you do your cold calls, not everybody is going to pick up the phone. So how do you leave a voicemail in the right way to increase your odds that people actually give you a call back? And even if they don't give you a call back, at least they understand who you are and what value you bring, so that when you reach out to them again, whether it's through an email or another cold call, then they have a little bit more context. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so we are in the cold call script. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the cold call voicemails, right? So the first one we're gonna start off with is a general voicemail, right? So when you call somebody, they don't pick up, whether it's the CEO, VP of marketing, whatever the case is, and you wanna leave a general voicemail of who you are and why they should call you back. This is the voicemail that you should use. So it's ring, 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 and then, obviously nobody picks up the phone and says, go ahead and leave a message, right? And this is what you're gonna say. So you say, hey, John, this is Patrick from Oracle. I'm calling because this is the value I provide. Usually it's going to be problem solution in one sentence. So an example, off top of my head could be, I'm calling because I help hospitals in the Los Angeles area make sure that their HR system is up to date when it comes to recruiting. And then there you go. And then, so if it makes sense to talk, give me a call back at phone number. Again, it's Patrick Dang at Oracle, and my phone number is phone number. Looking forward to talking to you soon. So pretty simple, right? Pretty much everything's going to be the same. You can copy it almost word by word if you want. And the only thing difference is why you're calling, right? So I'm calling because insert what value you provide. Usually it's a problem and solution, or you can just kind of provide a solution. So I'm calling because I help companies in your area do X, Y, Z. And then, so if it makes sense to talk, give me a call back at, and then 1, 2, 3, da, 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 da. Okay. So you want to make sure you say your phone number twice. That's very important because people usually miss it on the first one because they don't have a pen ready. You want to give your name, your last name, and then the company name, and then phone number, and that's it. Looking forward to talking to you soon. And it's simple as that, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into the waterfall voicemail. This is when you're going to leverage the fact that you called a higher level decision maker, and then you're calling lower level, right? So let's say you called the CEO, and now you're calling the chief marketing officer or something like that, right? Say, hey, Sally, this is Patrick Dang from Oracle. I was just at John's line, and I thought it might make sense for us to talk about and then value you provide. So when you get a chance, go ahead and give me a call back at my phone number here. Again, it's Patrick Dang from Oracle, and my phone number is, and then you would say something like, looking forward to talking to you soon, right? So something like that. And the only difference here is you are adding the fact that you were just at, let's say, the CEO's line, right? You didn't say you actually talked to them. You just said that you were at their line or you were at their office, and you thought it might make sense to talk to you about, and then marketing or whatever it is, right? So that is the voicemail technique. Very important that you get this one, because if you do the waterfall strategy, these are the voicemails you're going to use every time. So every time you call a lower level decision maker, you just reference the fact that you called their boss or whatever it is, right? And I'll give you another voicemail. Let's say you want to leave a general voicemail, but you want to also send them an email, right? So you say, hey, John, this is Patrick from Oracle. I was calling because, and then put in the value and why you're calling. So if it makes sense to talk, give me a call at phone number. Again, it's Patrick Dang from Oracle, and my number is phone number. I'll also follow up with you with an email, so you have my contact info. Looking forward to talking to you soon. So literally the same exact thing as the first one. Except you're adding the fact that you're going to follow up with them through an email, so they have your contact information. So maybe they might respond to the email, they might give you a call back. They have both options there, but if you want to do that to increase your odds, you can also do that. So, there are a lot of different voicemail techniques that you can use, obviously. Even if you Google it, you'll find many different voicemails, but I found that this strategy works really well, and you don't have to make it so confusing. They all pretty much follow the same format. It works. The only difference is the waterfall technique leverages the fact that you called, let's say, the CEO, but pretty much they're all the same thing. And there's no need to have 10 variations of a voicemail, because if you find one that works, just keep using it, right? Because, you don't really need to have different ones. However, if you are calling the same person multiple times, sure, maybe you want to vary it a bit. But in general, this is how you're going to start off your voicemails. So that said, that's everything we have to cover when it comes to leaving a voicemail. And I'm going to see you guys in the next lesson.